So hello guys, this is DMN Pigify here once again with another gameplay commentary. This time I'll be doing a review on the 9A-91 submachine gun for your engineer class. First off, let me quickly tell you how I got to this weapon. A lot of people requested this weapon. They requested that I do this weapon as a review. So I rented it for a day, but I found out that it's actually a really great weapon, so I got it permanently. And I don't regret it at all. It's an amazing weapon to use for your engineer class, and it has some great benefits that will really help you out on longer ranges and medium ranges. First off, the gun is really small. It looks really small when you hold it, so you maintain most of your vision when moving with this weapon, and that's really good, and it helps in hip firing as well, so you can maintain your vision really well. First off, let's quickly get into the stats. One really bad downside to this weapon, which is not really a downside in my opinion, is the rate of fire. It's 400 rounds per minute, which is well below average from the 600. But in my opinion, the slower rate of fire makes it really easy to manage your shots and manage your ammo. Because you have such a low rate of fire, your deviation and recoil isn't really that big of a problem. And I said I use it without attachments, and usually I don't really like recoil, but I didn't really notice that much recoil, so I got it permanently. It has one kind of big downside in my opinion, which is the ammo. It has 20 bullets per clip with 4 magazines total, which makes it have 80 rounds in total. This is kind of a downside because 20 bullets per clip is really kind of low for a submachine gun. But since you have such a low rate of fire, you don't worry on burning through your ammo anytime soon. And the reload time kind of makes up for the magazines, for the amount of ammo per magazine. It has a 4-second reload, which is really fast in my opinion. I think it's about equal to the AEK, and it's about the same reload as the AEK. Another kind of downside is the projectile velocity. It's below average, so it's 550, which at long ranges might seem like your shots are a bit delayed compared to when you use a weapon with 700 rounds per minute. But this can be helped with some good attachments. I will be getting to the attachments later on. Firing deviation, here's where it gets interesting. What it has lower deviation than the MP5, which makes it really well to just spray. I mean, if you think you can spray really well with the MP5, you will be able to spray even better with this weapon. I mean, it is such a good weapon to just tap fire or even burst fire at longer ranges. I do better with this weapon at longer ranges than the MP5 for some reason, I really don't know. And at close range, I'm just laying down the trigger, not even compensating for the deviation, just compensating for the recoil, which is, as I said, not that much. Because it says it has low accuracy, but it's actually quite manageable. It says it has high damage, and that's kind of correct. It does 26 to 24 damage at close range, and 23 to 19 damage at medium range, and 15 to 11 damage at longer ranges. For headshots, however, it does 50 to 54 damage at close range, which is to guarantee you a 2-shot headshot at close range on 100 HP targets without body armor. 39 to 48 damage at medium range for headshots, and 23 to 31 damage at longer ranges for headshots. This is quite high for a submachine gun, and I recommend some damage buffing attachment for this weapon, so you can almost get guaranteed 4-shot body shot kill at 100 HP enemies at close range, and I think even at medium range. So suggested attachments would be the stabilized stock or balanced stock, or even tactical stock. Any stock would work. Personally, I prefer the stabilized stock. If you go with balance, this gun becomes a hip-fire monster. Tactical works well in every gun, but stabilized personally is my favorite, and I think the best for the engineer class. it is the only class besides with the recon class and where the stabilized stock also reduces deviation, so that's why it's really good on the engineer. Damage, I mean ammo attachments, I would go with damage buffing attachments or ammo buffing attachments. Recommended attachments: Casket Max, Hyper Max, or Stingray Max, as I use in this gameplay. Stingray Max, they give more close range damage than longer range damage, and sacrifice some range. As for barrel, I would recommend the Predator barrel, so you can buff up that projectile velocity, so your shots don't feel like they're delayed at longer range. Sight, I actually really enjoyed the iron sight on this weapon, and since this weapon is so good at hip firing, I wouldn't advise you to put a sight on this weapon, because a sight on the weapon can really obstruct your vision a lot when you're hip firing. But hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay commentary, and I'll see you all next time.
Not even the ground.